Welcome back to Metroid 2, The Return of Samus. I am Barf, and we have the various suit. We've killed several Metroids. Our mission of genocide is not yet complete, but we're getting close. We started the game off with, what, 36 Metroids? Now we're down to 27. We've killed 9 whole Metroids so far. Pretty impressive. I was hoping I could catch it. Gotta be good at jumping. So we still haven't experienced an earthquake yet, right? Which means we probably gotta go back a little bit and see if we can figure another path. Or we could go all the way up to the top of this business and see where this leads. Haven't been up here yet. Too bad Sans isn't here to punish me. I'm actually alright with Sans not being here to punish me. I'm pretty fine with that. I don't have the kind of skills needed to, Yeah, it says it... Oh, son of a bitch, you're totally right. I didn't even realize that. When you pause, that it tells you how many are left on that level. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, hey, buddy. You're beautiful. Has anyone ever told you that? You're gorgeous. I wish there were a few of you that I could fight looking just like that. Hooah! Alright, let's go get him. So does anyone ever say why they shed their skins when it's time to fight in this game? Like, that was something that they did in this that they never kind of returned to. Well, I guess you could kind of make the argument that they returned to it in Metroid Prime, but they kind of really didn't. They had evolutions, but they didn't have... It is them evolving, yeah, but they didn't come out of their shells like that in Metroid Prime, did they? I don't remember them doing it that way. Finding the secret path through the level like a boss. Looks like more upgrades. What do we got in here? Something good? The Wav Beam. You should explain. Yeah, but like... Oh, it's beautiful. So, they didn't do it in Metroid 1, and they didn't do it in Metroid 3, both of which took place on... Zebus. Or Zebes. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But they do it here, so I'm wondering if it has something to do with the atmosphere, like the way they evolve. They didn't do it there, they do it here. And then they kind of did it in Prime, but they did it differently. Oh, beautiful. I'm in some kind of new room now. Whoop. I might have made a huge mistake. We'll see what happens. Missiles? I don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Alright, so they have to be in their natural... Gotcha. Almost. Just keep getting them missile upgrades. Must become more powerful than they can ever imagine. Man, 10 on this level? That's kind of a lot. Whoop. I'm hurting a little bit for them, them health points. Ow. Whoa. Oh, good, an E-tank. That's exactly what I wanted. But I don't think I can get to it. Fusion shows at near the end by the Phantom boss. Alright, cool. I don't actually remember the ending of Fusion. And I'm not sure how I could, I'm not sure what the best way would be to try and stream that. I figure there has to be a way to stream from a, there has to be a way to stream from a Game Boy Advance. I just don't know what that way is. I know the Super Game Boy won't do it. Interesting little tidbit about the Super Game Boy. It was a cartridge, you know, it's a cartridge that goes in the Super Nintendo that, allows for the emulation, basically, of Game Boy games. You slap your Game Boy cartridge in there and... Stream froze again? Man. I'm pretty sure it's not me. I'm not dropping any frames. What are you, space jump boots? High jump boots. I love jumping high. In fact, it basically looks like this. That's it there. So it goes into the... It slots into the Super Nintendo. You slot a Game Boy game into it. And it just plays... You know... Plays Game Boy games. But, the Super Nintendo was not... You own a Super Game Boy, GameCube... Game Boy Advance player? Game Boy Advance player? Was there a Game Boy Advance player on the GameCube? Because if there was, I'm getting it. Damn. The way it functions is, like, the Super Nintendo is not actually capable of running Game Boy games. So shit, I'm falling all the way back down to the bottom again, aren't I? So instead, what they did was... They, put all the hardware for a Game Boy into the Super Game Boy. The Super Game Boy actually does all the processing for the game. Like, it handles all of the... It handles all of the game processing. The Super Nintendo's not actually doing any of the processing. And then, I went this way, right? Yeah, I did, and there wasn't anything over here that I can get anymore, right? I think, I'm pretty sure, I think. Right, this is where the wave beam came from. Yeah, man, tweet me the picture of that device, because I want it. Man, I'm just gonna sneeze again. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, alright, so the Super Nintendo was not capable of reading the Game Boy cartridges, like, no matter what they did. So inside of the Game Boy... inside of the Super Game Boy cartridge, they just put all the hardware needed to run just a Game Boy, and they use the Super Nintendo input from the controller, but outside of that, like, it's all being done actually in the cartridge. The console itself isn't doing any of the work. It's just transmitting the signal to the screen. Man, that took a long time to say. It's super hard to tell a story. I didn't realize this until I started streaming, but goddamn, like it's really hard to tell a story and concentrate on gameplay at the same time. You do a lot of stuttering and just stopping in the middle of talking, that sort of problem. Oh, sweet. Whoa. What the hell are you? Whoa! Dude, chill the fuck out. Oh, I see. Shit, come on. Oh, I'm totally fucking dead. I'm 100% dead right now. It despawned my fucking bombs. Stop it! You fucking mess! Spring ball! That was way harder than it had a right to be. Yeah, dude. Tight, I'm getting one. Oh, shit. That's what happens if I get off the... I'm 100% getting that. And I know right where to look for one. Because that'll open up... Shit. A couple of Zelda games. Will it only play Game Boy Advance games, or will it play anything a Game Boy Advance could play? In other words, could I also use it to play a Game Boy Color game? Because the Super Game Boy will not play a Game Boy Color game. Super dead! Game over. Alright, we got a lot of do-overs to do here. Holy moly. Alright. So let's go down first and get Varia. Man, do we have a bunch of do-overs to do. I gotta get a... There's a disc for it as well. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, yeah, but again, I know right where to... Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy... Sweet! I gotta get that. Definitely gotta get that. Okay, so we're definitely gonna save more. That's gonna be a lesson that we learned here today. I'm excited to get that. What do I have for Game Boy Advance that would be, like, really exciting to play? I guess that means after that I'm gonna have to figure out a way to play DS and 3DS games as well. Right. Well, yeah, games like Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, but Kirby's Tilt and Tumble had, like... You know, you had to... It was like motion controls and shit, yeah. But anything with a traditional input system... Anything with a traditional input system would totally work. Alright. I did it again. Oh yeah, right, it's right here. And let me think, Spring Ball was at the top there, right? Like that was, I had just gotten that before I died. This is my backtracking music. DS has emulation, again, I'm not... I want to do things not I emulated for a short while there because I didn't quite have things together yet to do, actual, true game capture, but I don't like emulation. I would really rather play it live, like, play it on the device. So I know DS has game capture, and the 3DS has card capture device thing. I'm not sure what that is. Like, I know that you can get a Wii U gamepad modded to do capture. I don't want to do that with mine. I feel like I'd probably have to get... Like, mine is one of those limited edition release... I think it was a limited edition release. Zelda Wind Waker HD Wii U's with the Zelda gamepad. So, I'm not getting that shit modded. Period. And, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like that would be what it would have to be, right? Those just might be outside of my wheelhouse for what's possible to stream at this time. Still, I feel like I'm ahead of the game streaming a Game Boy game. Like, how many Game Boy game streamers are there live right now? You know? Probably not many. There he is. What's up, buddy? Alright, Didi, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you being here. Super, super cool of you. Okay, cool. The high jump boots are down here. Oh, the wave beam is over here. That's what I want. Give me that wave beam. I like getting upgrades fast. Get them fast and furious. Super mega ultra super extra big high jump. Give me the missiles. Where's the next thing? Wherefore art is the next thing? Alright, tell you. Now, all I have left to do is that corridor on the far left. When I get back up out from underneath of where I am. Man, that is super... I guess it's not suspicious whatsoever. Okay. I thought that that might have been a path there, but I was wrong. What time it is? Okay. Shit. Let me out. Let me out. Okay, can't do that. Shit. Nope, I'm super good. I'm super okay. Moderately neato. We gotta make our way up from here to get the spring ball, right? And then probably back down again, we'll save, and then we'll hit the rest of those Metroids. Man, the wave beam is fucking cool. Alright, we're gonna go down this hole in just a second.